Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
Everything and we question nothing. Now I'm wearing on my neck a card on which it is written Honourable. And all of you call me Honourable. And it is very surprising that nobody raises a question about that word Honourable. Where an employee is more honourable than the employer, then there is no work done. I'm very serious about this word because it is a deception and it is deceiving. I am not honorable because I am employed by people. I am a public trustee, but not an honorable person. And unless we question this word, the use of this word in our country, will continue to have people who will be sitting on our necks, who are supposedly our servants, but will be sitting on our necks as kings and queens. So please, I am not honorable. I declared this the first time I ever spoke in the National Assembly in 1997. I said, I don't want to be called honorable because it is not true. In the constituency where I was elected, nobody calls me honorable. Because I told them from day one, if you continue to call me honorable, I'll give up your job. And so nobody calls me honorable there. My name is Seedia Jatta. And if you want to add something else, you said, Uncle, fine. But even the word Mr., I rejected it when I was teaching. I told my kids, call me teacher. I'm not Mr. So for me, we have to begin to question all these words in a language that we inherited, a language we don't understand. Now I come to why we are here today. Knowledge is comparable to a garden. If a garden is not properly cultivated, it can never be properly harvested. Knowledge, likewise, if it is not properly cultivated, it can never be properly harvested. Here we are here today to witness the cultivation and harvesting of knowledge. When Saviatu came to our office one afternoon 2 weeks ago, I was so amazed that I was speechless. I just kept on looking at her as if I had never seen her before in my life, because of the passion that she was speaking to me about everything. Yes, there are many people who write. In the education system where I acquired my higher education in France, they say there are two types of writers. There are writers who write for the grave, and there are others who write for consumption. Writers who write for grave are books that are written, but they are never read and they are never bought. And there's a reason for that. It is not every book that is written that is read. And it's not every book that is written that is good. A writer has to be in tune with nature and society. A writer has to understand nature and society to be able to write. And you don't just write because you want to write. You have to be inspired, you have to be motivated. But like if you are motivated, if I'm motivated, I can write a book one day. If I tell you that I wrote my master's thesis on a plane on the flight from here to France, you would not believe it. But billah, wallahi, I wrote my master's thesis on a plane. Because when I was here, I collected data and I was inspired. And I knew what I was writing about. So on the plane, I took my pen and I said, well, why can't you just do what you were going to do, what I was going to do in France? When I reached France, I only had to tidy it up. But the master's thesis was written on a plane. This is not a joke. If a writer is inspired, he or she can write a book one single night. And Senabu Safiatu is one of those writers. Nobody has ever made me speechless, but that girl, that lady, made me speechless that day. Until our administrative secretary was telling me, Uncle, what is wrong with you? You are just like that as if you are a pet. You are doing nothing, you are speaking nothing, you are just looking at this. I said, yes, because I'm inspired by what she was saying. She knew what she was saying, and she said it properly. She said I inspired her, but in fact, she inspired me. She gave me hope that, in fact, there are people in this country who are going to speak for generations to come. Who are going to write for generations to come. We want people like her to come to the fore and take the pen, to create and recreate. Writing is a creation, but it's also a recreation. You recreate yourself when you write. I don't mean books that are meant for the grave, but I mean books that are meant for consumption. When you read, when you write them, you are recreating yourself. Let me explain myself. Recreating yourself is leaving behind after you have gone something that still speaks, something that still serves humanity in your absence. You have recreated yourself and you have left yourself in the world. Some say stamping the world with your own mark. So here we are here today to witness that. And I pray that Allah keeps Safiatu alive and bless her with the mind and intelligence to continue to do what she has begun to do. This is the beginning of a long journey she has undertaken. And I'm sure there are many young ladies, young women like her, because the girls that I have had just now, it is very, very, very inspiring. And I'm happy that we are on the right path. But let us also bear in mind that we must always think of something which is fundamental to us as human beings. And that is, yes, we write in English, but English is not our language. We are doing that to the detriment of our own languages. Imagine if all these books are written in Wolof, in Mandinka, how enriching that is going to be to our culture. You see, we are depriving our cultures the richness that they deserve by speaking, by writing them. I'm one of those people in the world today, in this country, and I've been doing it since 1975. And I will continue to do that. I've told one journalist that if any journalist wants to interview me now, bear one thing in mind. I'll speak in Gambian languages because I want the Gambian people to hear me. When I speak English, only a fragment of the Gambian people hear me. Can you imagine? I represented my people for 20 years, and for 20 years I spoke in a language which is alien to them. It makes me cry. Not because I wanted it, but because the so-called law made it obligatory for me to speak in a language which is alien to my people. It does not serve their interest. It doesn't serve my interest. It doesn't serve anybody's interest. We need an order liberation. And Senabu, Safiatu and her colleagues, bear in mind that you must carry that struggle forward. The struggle for linguistic liberation. We must. That very rich language, Wolof. When Sir Andrew Job translated Einstein's theory of relativity into Wolof, some scientific terms in French, he would find 4 different types of French Wolof word for it. And some spurious intellectuals in this country tells me, no, you cannot do mathematics in this, you cannot do chemistry. This is spurious. It's a falsification of knowledge. There is nothing that you cannot write. If you deny me, go and read Scientific books. And I have a book in Wolof, a thesis, a doctoral thesis by Basin Jai, a Gambian who studied with me in France. If you want to deny me, I'll give you that book to read. You know that our languages are fantastic. It is beautiful to write poetry in Wolof. It is beautiful to write poetry in Fula. It is beautiful to write poetry in any language in this country. So please, we must bear in mind that we have to go to that level. This is one of the reasons why one of the best writers in this continent, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, most of you know him. Years ago, he has decided not to write again in English. He writes either in Swahili or in Gikuyu. You all know him. A writer that anybody in the world, every corner of the world, they know him. So, thank you very much for the honor and privilege you have given me to be invited to this very fantastic occasion and to make me a guest speaker. I wish you all very well. And then I want you to know that we have a responsibility that we must solve. We must solve that responsibility. Everything that we are doing here, we are doing it behind the people. 80% of the people don't even know. Can you imagine if you were to do everything here in Wolof, how many people would have been here? You would have had some people, philosophers in Wolof. Literary people in Wolof, I'm telling you that. With excellent ideas, but we are denying them, we are throwing them away. And by doing that, we are even negating the developmental progress of our own country and culture, for that matter. Every language is rooted in culture. That is why the person who understands the language, the culture in which a language is rooted, is the person who writes well, who speaks well that particular language. There is no doubt about that. The more you understand a culture, the better you speak that language, the better you write in that language. And that's why here, some writers are very difficult to understand because they understand the culture in which that language. I tell you, when the Peter's poems are not easy to read, Kachikali is not easy to read. If you read Wolfswinger's writings, particularly his poetry, is not easy to understand because he is rooted, he understands that culture perfectly, and he handles it like anything. That's what we should be doing with our own languages. Thank you very much.
Of acknowledging the presence of Honourable Bakar Waibaji, the Minister for Youth and Sports. One thing about Honourable Baji, anywhere he's been called upon, as far as he's in the country, he doesn't travel. Even if it is ordinary football, he will come. He's so humble and he's very answerable to the youths. I think that deserves a clap. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for coming. And ladies and gentlemen, I have also been reliably informed that we have Ustaz or Imam Kebu Cham in our midst. It's important that the religious leaders also get to know the importance of books. The reason why God sent a lot of prophets, they came thousands of them and messengers. Don't mind my hyperbole, I'm an author, I write when I say thousands. Finally, books came because books are so important to transform our lives. Ustaz Imam Kebu Cham, Abarka, thank you for coming. Honourable Mamadou Sabari, yes, the Gambia's pen is here. I think I'm pencil. And we also have Aja Mayuna Dani Savage, our mother. She's been inspiring a lot of women here. Let's acknowledge and clap for her. And we have Ambassador Isha Bukasi, who is actually reviewing the book, also a very renowned author in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Musa Toure to come forward straight away. Musa, come and see Sophia to do. She wants to speak to you urgently. And may I also acknowledge Mariam Mofal and her team. We see you from the University of the Gambia. And we see Bob Keta. Bob Keta, thank you for coming over. I have been informed that you actually canceled your flight for this particular book launch. That is what good citizens do. So let's clap for Bob Keta. I would like to also acknowledge the presence of our Honourable Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honourable Seedia Jatta. Seedia, you're welcome. Let's clap for our Deputy Speaker. Thank you for honouring the invitation by Sophia Tiju. We are very grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, I see Aisha Seka from the International Open University and author Maria Tuba. Thank you for coming to support Sophia Tiju. I see poet, award-winning poet Fatimata Ejao in our midst. Let's clap for her as well. And finally, I see the representative from the, of course, the Gambia National Library. They are part and parcel of this program. So, of course, Aisha Sow and the team from the library, you're all welcome. Thank you for honoring the invitation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next item of the program itinerary is going to be a motivational speech by our mother, Aja Maimuna Yatani Savage. Please join hands to welcome Aja Maimuna Yatani Savage to make a statement. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin.
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
She was in Pin State, nyoma yoni wo. She was in Pin State, nyoma yoni wo. So they immigrate, yo I'm okay. She was in Pin State, nyoma yoni wo. Federal stimulus fund, wala unemployment insurance. Yo miko amul dawal binduji. ay waay kaay waay dawal bindu ji WIRF ñoo ma yónni woon waaf ci Washington State ñoo ma yónni woon bilaay yow mi am jafe-jafe ci COVID-19 bi waaf ci Washington State ñoo ma yónni woon yow dawal te apply Washington COVID-19 Immigrants Relief Fund dawala aywaay boo apply ba ñu approve la dinañu la jox $1,000 Washington Immigrants Relief Fund ñoo leen ko jàppale
Let's join hands together and we can go far. Love one another and we will be free. Now you got to go, hey, now you got to know, hey, na 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 na, yeah. Oh.
dawal mane dawal ba waaf apply
Tiid buraga
dawal mane dawal ba waaf apply ni déglu leen dañu xibale waa Washington Immigrants Relief Fund neena dañoo bëgg lii leer ci yéen mooy xaalis bi ñu leen di jox du bor du loon wala leneen xanaa di leen koy jàppale dawal waaf bindu ji dawal waaf bindu ji dawal waaf bindu ji waaf ba ca bëggee xam lu la leer yow dawal waaf Washington West African Center waaf dinañ la jàppale yow nga bindu daal waaf mbir mi benn cuni la wala lu ko ëpp daal waaf amul tiit amul ragal sama nijaay cokal te dem waaf lii du borte doo ko fay sama nijaay jëlal samay waaf tapati patate tapati tipa waaf tapati tapate waaf lele waaf lele waaf lele waaf
jërë ngeen jëf yow mi jaaxle woon ci wàllum faj ci aada ak cosaan sa jaaxle jeex na Thierno Baye Jula Ba Diallo yegg ci na ci réew mi dëgg daw leen wari ko dëkk ba diwaanu Fuladu dëkk ci dëkk bi tey defar dëkk bi faj ci wàllum aada ak cosaan dëgg sa jaaxle jeex na olof Njaay ne ku ñuy sabar sa buntu kër looy wàlliyaane Thierno Baye Jula Ba Diallo cëpp na ci réew mi bu fekkee da ngay jigéen nekk ci néegu sëy am jafe-jafe ci wàllum doom daw leen wari ko muy góor di jigéen xale buy sawlal ba tey moo ca gaaw bu fekkee da nga bëgg jëkkër wala ngay bëggante raw na xale yi nga xam ne da ngeen bëgg tubaab ba tey daw leen wari Thierno Baye Jula Ba Diallo wala nga bëgg tukki kayit jafe la wala nga nekk bitim réew ba tey kayit jafe la wari leen Thierno Baye Jula Ba Diallo dëgg moo ngi ci réew mi rawatina fii ci diwaanu Gambia Sénégal Mali Mauritanie Guinée Congo Côte d'Ivoire ci diwaanu Afrique fépp fu ngeen xalaat rek Baye Thierno Baye Jula Ba Diallo ma ngi fay dem bu ngeen bëggee jokkoo ak moom wër leen ko ci ndomb yi may bëgg a joxe 741 3033 wala ci ndomb Sénégal Sénégal bi yépp WhatsApp la 771289430 dëgg daw leen wari ko Thierno Baye Jula Ba Jallow ci mim réew namatu leen dara jërë ngeen jëf.
su fekkee ne gan nga te dëkk fii ci biir Washington State te it jotaanguloo am
dawal mane dawal ba waf apply
si tawi ko a koɗoɗa hoɗi e toŋƴe Washington State a heɓali e ɗe jawle iwrayɗe ka laamu janu ma unemployment insurance on sabu koɗu yagal ma ka Washington ton te am fewtodiri e caɗele ɗuɗuɗe fewndo o COVID-19 pandemic dogu joni yaha waɗa apply fi o COVID-19 immigrant relief fund sa waɗi apply tawi noon ɓe jaɓi hiɗa wawi heɓude ko ɓuuri e fanɗude wulure dola ɗum ɗo no wona ñamande kadi a yoɓata hay fus afta information ji maɗi noon no e juuɗe laaɓuɗe min meeɗata sendidude ɗi e laamu ngu ma min jonna ɗi ɓe annduɗa ko ɓen noddirte ay hiɗa wawi wadde apply ma noddamen min wallitoma waɗa apply e fula ma ka pular ɗum ɗo noon fuɗɗoto ila september 19 2022 yaha ha ndu lewru potonduɓe innata november 14 2022 ala no yoɓugol hay fus ko free si a faala noon min walla ma waɗa apply e pular hiɗa wawi noddude Washington West African Centre
dawal